And we are live. So, hello, bonjour from Toronto. More specifically, I am on the Danforth, just a little bit east of Greenwood, and figured we'd do a little East End stroll and get out for a walk today. Well, it's a bit chilly and a bit windy, but I have my mics on, so hopefully the sound is all okay. But we're gonna head eastbound because I haven't really walked east in a while, I think. Hey, Juanita, first one in the chat. Good to see you today. And Jasmine, too. Hey, Jazz. Good to see you also. I hope you're both doing well. It's kind of a gray day today, and then it's supposed to. Actually, I don't know. I think it's supposed to be a little bit sunny tomorrow. It's not supposed to rain until Thursday, and then Thursday and Friday is going to be rainy, which will kind of suck for Halloween, but Sip and I both said that we're going to do Halloween rain or shine that night because we had so much fun doing it last year. In fact, we were watching last year's live stream a couple nights ago and kind of had fun, just sort of like reliving all that and seeing all the costumes and all the creative ideas and whatnot that are out there. And then we've been seeing Instagram reels of some people in Toronto doing fun costumes. So we hope that they'll hopefully appear at the village party on Friday. And Jazz says, great, and you? I'm doing pretty good today. I took today off work, well, the afternoon, and I took tomorrow afternoon off because I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow also. Oh, excuse me. It's my birthday tomorrow, so I figured I'll come hang out with you guys. I'm trying to get around this truck, but I'll wait till he moves. See, that's the kind thing to do, folks. Let someone come out. And hey, Phantom Canuck, good to see you. But yeah, I figure I'll do a live stream walk tomorrow afternoon, hang out with you guys for a couple of hours. I might even do what Kurt Affair said. He said to go to Mystic Muffin and get a apple cake for my birthday tomorrow. So maybe we'll do that on the stream. Hey, Modano, good to see you, Modano. And hello, Rockets Red Glare. I'm trying to get back into doing the live streams a little bit more regularly, so figure it'll be good to just kind of get into the groove a bit. Oh wow, check out that old car. It says Shelby on the back. Oh, interesting. So they don't want to put the license plate on the front of it. Sorry, my gimbal's a little bit wonky because of the cord. So they put it in the front window there. And I hope you're doing well, Rockets Red Glare. Should I go in for a live stream tarot card reading? Hey, Toronto's Doo-Wop Music Guy says, hello, Eddie, and happy early birthday. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, these are really, really colorful, the flowers here. These almost look like miniature peppers, are they? I think so. A little bit sad because it's kind of chilly today, so it's not many people are buying flowers, at least for outdoor planting. Planting, there we go. But I do sometimes want to get a pumpkin. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Probably not during the live stream because it'd be hard to carry a pumpkin and go for a walk, but maybe after. Maybe I'll do a pumpkin carving live stream. Maybe Sip and I can do that before we go out on Friday. I know, just an idea. We probably have a lot to do before we go out Friday night, but and Phantom Connect says, are you a Leo or Scorpio? Miss Scorpio. Leos are like July, I think, aren't they? I think it's Libra. I think Libra is the one before Scorpio. I don't know. I don't really like follow astrology that much. So this is one of the Starbucks up ahead that just closed recently. And it's too bad. I always felt this location was very kind of iconic. Hey, Ali, good to see you. And it closed so quickly. Just one day it was open, one day it was announced it was closed like a few weeks ago. Yeah, right here. You can even see where they had the marquee sign bolted up there. They took it down so quickly too. I made the incredibly difficult decision to close this Starbucks location. I don't even know where the next closest, it says Coxwell Avenue. No, that's not even Starbucks. This is East Shore, but it's confusing. Although they say Mofer's Coffee, I guess for this East York Runners Club. Mofer's Coffee is pretty good, so it's not too bad. Although there's me, hey. Oh, I see a lot of people hopping in the chat now to catch up on that. So hey, City Emerald. Oh, and Mara Goodger, I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well, Mara. And Janice Pike, good to see you too. You and your husband, Rick. There's a couple of names I haven't seen in a while, so it's good to see you all. They won't cross on a red light. This is another really good location, Patisserie La Signon. It's like the Stork Patisserie, the Stork Bakery. It's a French bakery here. I think they were extending their hours, but I kind of wonder if they decided to celebrate with the Starbucks closing. On City Emerald says, as usual, thank you for such a warm welcome, Eddie. Oh, it's always so good to see you. So yeah, they're open till 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. on weekends now. They used to close at like 3 or 4. So that's really good because the Starbucks used to be open till about 9. So at least this place is kind of there to sort of pick up the slack. They were acting under he says my French is spot on. Sometimes I think I'll put on the Quebecois accent a little too strong, and I'm worried it sounds like rude when I'm speaking French. Mon français n'est pas bon. I wonder if we should dip down one of these little side streets and see if there's any Halloween decorations up. Might not be a terrible idea to do so before the school's all let out for the day. So maybe we'll just go down here. Although I feel like this year I have seen some houses up for some Halloween decorations out, but not as many as previous years. Rockets Red Glare says, just be glad Toronto isn't like Newark. I've been to the city. It's so sad seeing the businesses closed and the stores empty. Even downtown is empty. Yeah, that's pretty sad. I think Niagara Falls, the proper downtown like that was like that for a while, but I think it's starting to pick up again. But I think that kind of happens to some towns. I don't think I've been to downtown Newark. I mean, I've been to the airport, and then you just hop on the train and go to Manhattan. And Jenna says, I've been busy a bit more with Rick. Well, that's good. I think it's good to keep busy. So we have a ghost over there, and I hear a school bell going off. Ghost and some cobwebs over there on the hedges, and then over there we have some, I don't know what's going on over there. It looks like they've got orange cobwebs there, and then little tents at the front. Maybe they're covering their bushes. Never seen that. Huh. Either they're covering their bushes or they're hiding more Halloween decorations because they want to surprise kids. And that looks like one of those gym climbing nets, but it's a spider web. But look at the beautiful fall colors all on the ground. The leaves are starting to turn orange like that. It's probably been maybe a couple of weeks since the leaves started falling, but I think on the weekend was when I really noticed it, when Siv and I were out for a walk. And I was like, wow, yeah, it's fall. Feels like a month late, but it's fall. Some cute pumpkins over there. I'm waiting for this car to figure out if it's turning, although it should stop there. So we'll go across. See. This house with its painted up windows looks kind of creepy, actually. Oh, there's little tiny skeletons on top of the pumpkins. Janice says, love chips bags the best. I guess that's your favorite thing to get on Halloween. For me, it was when you found the houses that gave the full-size chocolate bars. Or a couple of them were giving out cans of pop when I was a kid. Oh, almost like a skeleton Coda right there. It's Coda and me in the future. Although I'd hope I'd have a little bit more hair as a zombie, but I guess it falls out. And there's a hot dog. Oh, that's funny. That's cute. Oh no, that one fell over. Aw. And this one's wearing very 90s inspired clothes in the back there. Oh wow, and this one too. This one's quite spooky, actually. Really like that one. And then there's some ghosts here they have too. Just kind of hanging. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow for my birthday walk. We'll go explore some of these residential areas and then make our way downtown and see what we can see. Because this is kind of fun. So I can see over there, there's a squirrel. There it goes. Look at this, little pumpkins. They probably light up at night. These small ones. And Janice says, lovely way to spend the evening. Yeah. I guess, are you going to be handing out any treats to the kids? I was talking to some of my neighbors on the weekend, and they were saying before the pandemic, they get around 400 kids a night on Halloween over the years. And then they're saying now, ever since the pandemic, it's to maybe like 100, if they're lucky, 150. Not as many kids, I guess. Oh, that's really nice. I don't like that rat though. That's kind of scary. Oh, these are cute. Oh, and then they have the Day of the Dead skeletons up there. It's kind of spooky with the ghost kind of just hanging there in the tree. That's cool. I like it though. And they got their yard all decked out with skulls. And City Emerald says, when I lived in New Jersey, I learned what Goosey Night was. The night before Halloween is when all the pranks happen, when the kids can safely trick or treat the next day. Oh, that's kind of smart. I've never heard that. Goosey Night. It'd be cute if they decorated this library too, but I do like their yard. It's really nice. And I keep seeing videos, which reminds me when I would go trick-or-treating in the 80s or 90s, they'd have those little hanging ghosts that would go like, ooh. I can't do the sound properly. But that was, my Halloween was always hearing those. Oh, there's another squirrel. Let's go Blue Jays. That was crazy last night. Oh my God, 18 innings. I was kind of keeping up on it, like listening to like a stream, and then fell asleep and then woke up at like 2:30 because it was still on. I was like, oh my God, what the heck? And I thought it was like earlier in the evening. I thought it was like only like 11. And then I was like, why is the game still on? And then I thought like, oh, maybe it's just they're repeating it. And then I realized like 17 innings at that point. I think they went to 18. I was like, what the heck? Apparently the record is like 30 something innings or 20, high 20s. But the Dodgers, I think their record is 18. So they just doubled their record again. I think they said it was in like 2017 or something. They had a game that went to 18. And apparently the guy who sang the national anthem, both those games, he had them go that long. So they say that he's the jinx that makes those games go on long. Mara says, I love Halloween whimsy, and this neighborhood is so beautiful with the leaves like this. So he says, this is a picture perfect Halloween neighborhood for sure. Yeah, it's really cute. I'm going to definitely come down here tomorrow afternoon too and check it out, kind of zigzag through here. This is like definitely cute. Actually, part of it was I wanted to come down here because Sip reminded me that there was a Beetlejuice, like a permanent Beetlejuice sand snake thing that was out here. Oh, look at these, by the way, these cute little ghosts just hanging in the tree. It's such a simple idea. Like it's just literally probably like a rag with like something stuffed in. They look like they're being hung by a noose, but it's very effective. And here we have bats on the door and whatnot. And we have a big witch over there. It says caution. Hey, Marcus, good to see you. Stormy in the Netherlands. So a little sign there that says chemicals in water do not touch. That's creepy. I don't like that hybrid baby looking thing laying there. And then more of these like bone skeleton dogs here. Little graveyard. Yeah, it's good to see you, Marcus. I feel like I haven't seen you in the chat in a while either, so really good. I hope you can swing by tomorrow too. It's doing a birthday stream in the afternoon, so 2 back-to-back daytime streams. And then we have our big one on Halloween. I'll make a post later just so people remember about the Halloween one. And when it says friendly reminder, please hit the thumbs up, the like button. So yeah, if you could do that, it would help out and make the stream pop up to new people and then come in. I like this. This is cute. I feel like I've seen these scarecrows before. Oh yeah, so this is the one with like the year-round permanent sandworm that's there. And Marcus says, yeah, hurricane in Jamaica. Yeah, Hurricane Melissa, I believe. It's kind of crazy. We haven't really had a lot of hurricanes this season, but I guess that's all thanks to climate change. But yeah, these are like paper mache. These are actually out year-round, the Beetlejuice sandworms. And this way too, they put their Christmas decorations there, so all they have to do is pluck those out, and then November 1st, they're ready for the holidays. Looks like this inflatable is turned off, so I'm not really sure what that is. But I do love the caution tape. There's a big tentacle-looking ghost over there. We'll go have a look. Oh, one of these giant skeletons. These are actually cool. So, I can't tell if it's not turned on at the moment. Oh, it is. So I'm gonna zoom in on this. Don't get creeped out too much, guys. But check out its eyes. It's blinking. At nighttime, it's even more creepy because they kind of glow. Rocket says, "Oh yeah, doesn't Canada celebrate Thanksgiving in October?" We did, yeah. That was 2-3 weeks ago. Pretty early. I think it was like October 4th or 6th. This was nice. There's an orange skeleton just kind of laying there. Then we have a pirate ship. I think it's Chatty Cathy who doesn't like the inflatable ones. Or maybe that's just Christmas decorations. I don't know if it carries over to Halloween decorations or not. But I always like the effort. Oh, Witch's Cauldron. I wonder if they're going to put a little fire there. Or maybe stick some LED lights to make it look a little bit like a fire. That'd be pretty cute. Oh, is this a Halloween aesthetic with the hanging, what do you call that cloth? Not tarp, but I forget the name of it. It actually makes this place look cozy, not spooky, but maybe that's just me. There's a tiny skeleton up there. Hey, Mike Landry, $1. It's good to see you, Mike. Cheers and thank you so much for the super chat. And thanks for hopping by. So we're just looking at Halloween decorations at the moment. There's a few more over here we're going to cross. I might have missed a few, although these ones are deflated. I'm not too sure, but this is still kind of a cute setup with the arrangement of the ghosts and the pumpkins kind of going around. Maybe tomorrow more of these will be operational since it'll be a little bit closer to Halloween. They might keep them on during the day, but look at this, two spooky ghosts. And this one moves. Maybe it just deflates randomly every 15 seconds or so to make it look like it's moving. And Jenna says everything stops growing now. Yeah, it's getting cold. Oh, look, the first one that I've seen them on Reddit, but first one I've seen in person, Blue Jays logo on the Halloween pumpkin. Very cool. Support for the Jays. Although if they lose, then it'll definitely be a spooky looking pumpkin on Halloween. Some hanging skeletons here. Oh, look at this. They decorated their front lawn accoutrements. And Janice says, some not click bell button. I think Janice is encouraging you all to help tap that like button. That'd be very appreciated, actually. It helps push the stream to new viewers. That is my watch thinking I'm asking it for help. Oh, there's a cool one over there. Mari says, would love to live in one of those houses, but who knows how much they cost. Yeah, this neighborhood's not the most affordable. I think even the uglier of houses are easily up in the $1 million range. The ones that need renovation and work. But it is a really nice, cute neighborhood. It's a lot of generational homes, actually. A lot of people who've inherited it from their family. Ooh, there's a kind of a spider webby thing. It looks like they have a taped off graveyard here. Let's see. Yeah, Janice says millions, yeah. You're not wrong, Janice. And Rockers Regular says, I carved Pumpkin from Five Nights at Freddy's 4 and Freddy Head from Five Nights at Freddy's 3. The first one rotted and got moldy. The second one is getting there. I don't know if this is a real trick, but apparently if you spray on white vinegar on the outside and inside of your pumpkin after carving it, it'll keep it lasting for a couple of weeks. But don't take that advice from me because I got that advice from an Instagram reel. We'll need Anne Reardon from How to Cook That to do a test on that. I'm gonna go look at these ones over here now. Oh, they've already got their Christmas lights up too. These ones are faint, but you can kind of see purple lights on them. Like very, very faint. I don't know if they show up on the camera, but the web has little tiny purple bulbs. Very faintly lit, but probably look better at night. I should have done this at night, but the Jays game's on then. Looks like they have a Halloween kind of flag up there, but it's all wrapped around, so you can't really see it. Rockers Regular says the mold would make them look scarier if the animals didn't eat at the pumpkins and make them look goofy. I mean, even that one's looking like it's kind of moldy and being eaten by a squirrel or something now. Yeah, there's probably something living in that one. This one's cute with the Jack Skellington. Oh, it looks like they drew on the balloons. So looks like Jack Skellington. I'm not sure that's just a random one. There's a ghost in the middle watching us. And this one, ooh, the scariest Halloween decoration of all is the bell sign hanging there from Bell Canada. A friend of mine showed that they, when the Jays first went to the World Series last week, Rogers actually updated their logo to make it look blue and white. And someone's like, oh, Bell and Rogers merged. It's kind of funny. Ooh, this one's nice. A little graveyard with rotted hands hanging from the trees. And 2 hands just coming out here. Why are hands considered spooky? I mean, I don't like the idea of finding a random hand while going on a hike in the forest or whatnot, but I wonder why they're like just having a random hand just like gives you the ick. It's funny because a friend of mine, he's an amputee, but he has a prosthetic he uses sometimes. When he'd come over, he'd take it off and he'd put it in my room on the bed, and I'd forget that like he had that, and I go in my bedroom to get something, and I would let out like a little I just like forgot about it. It'd shock me. Hey, Karen on the Humber, good to see you. So here we are. We're back on the Danforth now. We're gonna go a little bit east. Rocket Circular says, nah, they don't live in the pumpkins, they live in the trees. Squirrels are getting closer to hibernation. But I didn't mean a squirrel lived in there. I meant more like insects or something, bacteria, like just something kind of gross. But something did eat that and open it up for whatever reason. Or maybe it was someone new to pumpkin carving and they thought instead of cutting the top off, they would just cut off the side and get the seeds and gunk out that way. Who knows? Oh, there's someone up there. It's construction people. Hey, Navin Dat. Says, hey, Eddie, just getting home from work. Have a great stream. Thank you, Navin. It's good to see you, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Hope you didn't stay up too late watching the Jays game last night. A couple of my friends that were watching it, I asked them, and they said like they just fell asleep around like midnight or 1. No one expected it to go that late. They didn't break a record for innings though. The record's like somewhere in the high 20s, low 30s for innings for a World Series. So we're coming up to a park. I forget the name of the park. I always think my head wants to say it's East Lynn, but East Lynn is closer to Woodbine. But we'll probably get there today. Oh, psychotherapy hub. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that was there. Now it says, now I went to sleep. After 5th inning, LOL, go Jays tonight to tie it. Certainly hope so. Hey, Jennifer Gala says, hi Eddie, watching from work. Hope all is well. Thank you, Jennifer. Thanks for hopping in. It's good to see you as always. Always puts a smile on my face to see your name in the chat. I'll have to let you know when I'm coming to Montreal. I think next month. When I figure that out, I'll let you know my dates and maybe we can meet for a coffee or something. What is this park called again? Where's the city sign for the park's name? It's not even here. I can't imagine what the parents are going through. Oh yeah, that game was wild. Jennifer says, I'd love to meet you. Is Sip coming as well? And we're not sure if Sip's going to come. I think it depends on his work schedule and everything. I know he would love to come, but if he can't make it work, he'll come next time. So just passing Coxwell, and shout out to Mo for Coffee. One of my favorite coffees in the city. It's very windy, so I hope these mics are working and you're not hearing much of the wind. So we're coming past the TTC bus maintenance, the bus maintenance building. Sorry for the pause there. I just got an email from work, but I do have my out of office on, so I can see the pop-up of it. So if you watched on the Doors Open live stream back in May, a bunch of us, I think Sapand and Liam, I think Alex did a pre-record where we came here and got to look around. And I think there was a recent event too that they went to another second open house, I think like a few weeks ago. So shout out to those guys. Alex Gets Around TO, Epic Nation HD Liam, Sapand. I think Sapand just hit 4K. And also shout out to Tara T-Shot. She hit 7K on the weekend. Good for her. I got to see her briefly Saturday. It's nice seeing her. And also shout out to Mark D for her birthday of happy belated. So on a few days ago. And then we have my birthday tomorrow. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for tomorrow. So I decided I will book the afternoon off today and tomorrow and hang out with you guys for a bit. So I'll be doing a live stream tomorrow afternoon as well. We're going to look at some more Halloween decorations tomorrow, so try to figure that out. And maybe go for a piece of apple cake at Mystic Muffin, which Kurt Affair recommended I do. I've never had it, so we'll see. Jennifer says, congratulations, everyone. Yeah, a lot of milestones happened recently. I'm really happy about that. And even my friend Maddie from Toronto, Touronno, not to be confused with Toronto. Chris is another Toronto content creator, but Maddie's climbing up in numbers, and he's been going every day, nearly every day, doing live streams. Very impressive. I'm so glad that he's enjoying himself and he's making good use of his time, and his audience is growing, and he's such a natural at it too. He might be live right now, I don't know. I think he was live when I started. Ooh, McDonald's. What? I didn't know they had Boo Buckets again. The classic Boo Bucket is the orange one there, I think. Oh, I want a Boo Bucket, but what would I use it for? Renault says only 5 days till Monopoly Double Play. What? When's Monopoly Double Play? I heard all these McDonald's have signs saying that there's no more Monopoly pieces back, so I don't know what the double play thing is. Oh yeah, there's the boo buckets. So there's the McVeggie. And I got to try one a few weeks ago, and it was not good, not that great. It's kind of like a McChicken in terms of like crunchiness, but the flavor is not to my liking. And I actually do like vegan and vegetarian food a lot, like TVB, textured vegetable protein, stuff like that. But that was just not, no, they need to adjust the taste a bit. I think it just doesn't go well with like the grease that they use to deep fry their French fries and chicken McNuggets and whatnot. So we're now walking east on the Danforth, kind of in between Woodbine and Coxwell at the moment. Steven says the McVeggie fried. Yeah, it's fried. That's what I'm saying. I don't think the flavor palette of the ingredients and the spices that they put in that burger goes well with like the grease that they use for frying. They need a different kind of grease. I don't know. But shout out to Sip. It's his sister's restaurant here. Our spot. Really great brunch place. Boom did a little video of it and said he really enjoyed it. I love this place. Of course, I'm biased, but you can see in the window there when the staff are cleaning, but it's going to point out, just waved. I was going to point out that my artwork is up there on the wall. And this is the Ceramics Pottery Studio here on the Danforth, which you can take classes here. And I've been meaning to do that. I've done like, not pottery, I've done like ceramics where I've like made things and baked them. And Sib and I even went to one in Montreal where we painted them. But I've never done pottery wheels, like the spinning ones, and I've always wanted to try that. Maybe I'll have my moment like Demi Moore in Ghost. I'll have my own ghost, Patrick Swayze, help guide my hands. Hey, Timmy. Oh, Nouvelle Écosse. The Nova Scotians are here. Nouvelle says, I wanted to try the McD veggie burger, but the last location I was at didn't have them. I think if they're okay if you can't eat, if you're not eating meat or you can't eat meat, they're an okay substitute, but I think they could do better. There's a big room for improvement on those. I'm gonna see if this siren is coming. If it's coming this way, I might mute. Yeah, it's coming this way. I'm gonna mute for a sec. All right. And Timmy says, I love the Beyond Burgers. Yeah, the Beyond Burgers are actually good at A&W. Oh. Hollywood Canteen. We came in here one day, Sip and I think we were with a couple of other friends of ours, and they said that Guillermo del Toro was just there and we just missed him. But he lives around this end of the city, right? Or at least he did. He used to have a house on the east end here somewhere. I've seen a couple of not in service buses go by on the Danforth. I hope line 1 isn't, or line 2 rather, isn't closing. Although they usually have to rush the shuttle buses out here. I'll let this guy. Oh no, I thought he was gonna back in for some reason. So if you're just joining, we're just heading eastward on the Danforth. I believe eastward is the correct word. Eastbound? Eastward? It's funny because my full name is Edward. So what does the word mean? I still hear the sirens going down there. I guess there's something happening down that way. But here, this is Eastland Park. Maybe we'll go take a little peek inside the park. Timmy says, prepared Edward. And Kurt, hey Kurt. Says, hey Edbound everyone. And Nouvelle says, can also just say, heading east. It's the KISS rule, right? Keep it simple, stupid. There's another siren coming this way. Might mute. It's that, guys. I feel like I'm downtown today with the amount of sirens happening. Oh, there's like 3 Kodas. They actually do look a lot like Koda. Oh my gosh. There's a bigger Koda. Aw. 3 Kodas. There's a 4th one down there. There's so many of them. Oh my god, this one's doing the same hoppy thing that Koda does. That's funny. They're so cute. Now the bark even sounds like Koda's. I think I died and went to Koda heaven. Well, since they filled their Koda quota. And Kurt says, Eddie will be right back. He just needs to hide from the police. No, I'm not my sister. Miss Break and Enter. It's so cute. Look, there's 4 Kodas. Although Koda has a very curly tail. Her tail is very curly, kind of like a pig's tail, or like a pug and a pig. I just got a big whiff of pot. Unfortunately not mine, but maybe I'll get a contact high. If I start giggling uncontrollably, you'll know why. City says, happy Taco Tuesday to you, Kurt. Sun is out. Very briefly. Small break in the clouds there. It's kind of nice because it's starting to feel a bit chilly. I'm curious to go down this way, but I think we'll save looking for more house Halloween decorations for the birthday walk tomorrow. That'll be fun. City says, Kurt says contact has best high and more affordable. Who says, what am I rubbing? Is there there might be something with my mic. What are you rubbing? Sorry if that's too personal. Rubbing. And Kurt says, I don't think Eddie and rhythm have been used in the same sentence. True, very true there, Kurt. Is my mic making noise? Is it rubbing on something? It might be. Maybe my mic placement is weird. Let me show you. It's like down here, but maybe I should put it here. But I find if I put it by my neck, my sound starts sounding muffled. It could be the leaves. Maybe I'm just kicking the leaves. But yeah, so that's the problem I made shooting the Toronto Mysteries video, which I'm kind of sad that's not really getting a lot of views, but boo YouTube algorithm. I worked hard on that video. I'm going to do a couple more though. I'm going to keep at it. I think if I get some more of those out and kind of improve on each one, maybe it'll get a bit of an audience, but no, I put the mic here, like kind of hit it under here, and that's why like half the video sounded like this. Kurt says probably the rustling of the leaves. Yeah, there's a lot of leaves here on the ground, but the mic is down here below. It should be pointed more here. Maybe I will move it. Or I'll just walk like this. This is easier. Now that I pulled this off, I need 2 hands to get it back on. I made a mistake. I made a fatal error. No, that's not gonna work. I lost the magnets on both of these. I need to get some more. Maybe I'll go to that bench over there and I'll go to the bench over there and put this back on me. You guys can watch the dogs. In the meantime, the Kodaclones. It's kind of like double funny too, because that woman almost looks a lot like my mother. Mike, greetings. Yeah, no worries, City. I'm just gonna have to put it back on. So 1 second, guys. So let me clip this. And there went the phone. All right. Do you guys remember like a year ago? There we go. See if the mic is working. A year ago when like something similar happened, my mic dropped. When I just got these new mics that Sip got me. I think I'm gonna put the charger back in. And you're not gonna like that. All right, okay, we're back in business. Let me see. Sorry, I missed some of these. Is there any owner of those free range Kodas? No, that woman was the owner. The one that I said kind of reminded me of my mom from the distance. Neville says, are you planning to shave it all off and regrowing it for Movember? That's not a terrible idea. Maybe I could do something like that, but I did Movember like years ago. It was a commitment and a half. Hey, John O'Meara. I have normal usernames here. If you're just tuning in, we're in Eastland Park. We're gonna head back up to the Danforth and keep walking east. And you missed me dropping my phone on the floor on the park and flubbing with the microphone. But yeah, as I was saying a year ago, I think it was Adam Hint Jackpots was asking something about my mic and then it fell off and I didn't realize it. And then I had to hop off the stream to turn on the flashlight and FaceTime with Sip so he could try to find it because he sort of figured out where I dropped it. And hooray, we found them. Hey, new journey walk. Man, how am I that out of shape that just like walking slightly uphill here is like making me go out of breath? Kurt says, I remember that was around a bunch of leaves. Oh yeah, Kurt, I mentioned it a few times on the stream already, but so I took the afternoon off work to come hang out with you guys and do a live stream in the afternoon. I'm gonna try to go to Mystic Muffin and try this apple cake that's been mentioned. And Neville says, I love how this park installed those all natural green floors. Like these. Same flooring, right? And Kurt says, woohoo, apple cake. It's an Edbound birthday miracle. Yeah, Sib and I were driving by it the other night, and I was like, oh yeah, Kurt mentioned that. And there's a big sign that says home of the apple cake. I was like, never heard of this or known of Mystic Muffin, but it's like I didn't know what they were famous for. Oh, they talked about the Unicorn Cafe there. It looks like it's closed. I think what we'll do, we'll cross over at Woodbine and we'll start heading westward. Get a view of the Danforth from the other side. Ooh. Second Voyage looks like they have ugly Halloween sweaters. Okay, to be fair, I thought this was a jack-o'-lantern jacket, but it's just got black flowers and leaves on it. Okay, maybe they're supposed to be nice jackets and not ugly sweaters. Thanks for being our guinea pig, but not like how they treat guinea pigs in Peru. Yeah, they eat them there. Oh, Frickin's doing a Halloween party, but it says no cover with costume. So if you live in the East End and you've got nothing better to do on Friday, you can put on a costume and go to the Frickin. So we're at Woodbine. Coal Mine Theater. Siv and I have a friend that has a membership there and says that they put on decent plays at this theater. There's a car a little too eager to turn. Kurt says the irony, no cover unless under the cover of a costume. Ooh, yeah. Brilliant observation there. But I've never seen, I don't walk here often, but I've never seen this, the Frickin on Danforth get that packed, so I don't know. City Emerald says no cover with costume could be interpreted differently and possibly think they should show up without anything on. I honestly, I think if you show up there plain clothes with no costume, I don't think they ever charge a cover to go to the Firkin because they're just happy to have you there. So I think it's just a way to encourage people to wear a costume. But I don't think they would charge you anything for not wearing one. Then again, I don't work there, so I don't know. And I just see Lego games. Oh, Lego. Oh, but this is for children. I can't go in here. Oh, I could. It's kind of like a toy store. I thought it was a daycare for a second there. I got a Lego Game Boy for my birthday that I need to build. I might do it tonight. Kurt says a costume in the form of just paint. What if I just apply a little blush to my cheeks? I could say that's face paint. I mean, I guess costumes are arbitrary, right? Like last year, our friend Jules in the live stream said she went out as that girl from that movie. In reality, she's just wearing her regular clothes. And she said this year she's going as that girl from that TV show. But hopefully we'll get to see her Friday because I believe she's going to be coming down to the village. Ooh, easy peasy lemon squeezy dinner. What is this? What is the Pie Club and why do I want to be a part of it? Frozen pies delivered to your door. That just sounds really amazing. I should have told people if they wanted to get me something, they should have got me a membership to the Pie Club for my birthday. I guess there's always Christmas. Frozen pies at my doorstep. I'm gonna be thinking about that one for a bit. That woman, the crossing guard, very, very funny. She says, I hope we don't have another 18-inning game tonight because I'd like to get some sleep. And peace to you too, Janice Pike. This reminds me of the Flintstones Gravelberry pies. That would be a frozen rock hard pie. Ooh, some nice bright oranges. Oh, they have cognac jelly. I wonder how much it is. Or konjac. Hey, Harjat. And Neville says you should switch things up and do something new and unexpected this year. Maybe go as Mario. No, we're not doing Mario and Luigi this year. Doing something a little bit different. Something that's perfect for how cold it's supposed to be on Friday. So that works out. We beta tested the costumes on Saturday and we're like, yeah, these are hot. These will keep you warm. These are cute. Look at the Mr. Bean one. King Charles and Camilla. I don't know if you guys know about the Evil Queen, the Disney one. She's one of the characters that goes around the parks, and one of the actresses that portrays the Evil Queen went viral a few years back, I think just before the pandemic, because like really good wit, like really funny, really like she's just amazing, and a lot of her videos went viral, and But I saw one video the other day where she was talking to somebody at Disney. Who's like somebody from the UK, and was like, "Oh, how is your queen doing? Is she still cold?" And I was like, "Oof." It says, "I watched the whole game last night. You have to be committed, unlike a relationship." Looking forward to seeing your guys' costumes. If I see something that gives you a hint about the costumes, I'll point it out. But the hint for them now from all these toys and whatnot is that there is no hint here to tell you guys. A lot of those boxes look very, what do you call it? Sun damaged? Sunwash, there we go. Oh, the wine rack just left all this stuff out here for me for my birthday. How nice. Oh, these are cute. You are my kind of crazy, and it's a sock with the arm amputated and still inside the sock. Wow. When life gives you cabbages, make cabbage rolls. I love your guts. And it also says faded, sun faded, I guess. Oh, I thought sun bleached. It's nice art. $5 for that little Mickey thing. It's kind of cute, but I wish it had its top. Oh, that's a little hedgehog with dried flowers at the top of it. These are cute. You can get some costumes here. These are really nice too. Maybe we'll go up one of the side streets and see if we can see some decorations, since we won't be out this way tomorrow. We'll be going towards downtown. So maybe there's some cool ones up this way. Steven says, "Is that a thrift store?" I think so. The stuff in the front would tell me yes, but I forget the name of the sign, but I remember I looked at the name and it didn't strike me as a thrift store, but I think it is. Jenna says, yes, one near Woodbine. There is a Value Village up around here too. Decent sized one, just east of Woodbine a little bit. See a ghost over there. And then an orange hanging ghost, kind of adjacent. I like in the fall where you're just kind of like walking and you see that one random really bright popping red tree. It's really beautiful. And it also is an Astro van. Now that's old. Speaking of Astro, I saw an Astro Boy non-Lego set. It was some sort of other brick building set at Costco. It looked cool until like I looked at the display version, which was like kind of knocked over, and I'm like, no, I don't want it anymore. Not as many Halloween decorations as there were south of Danforth. There's some over there. Another one here. It's one of those spider webs that I want to climb, like a gym. Like when you have those in your elementary school gym, the rope climbing thing. Ooh, and this one has a cauldron similar to the cauldron we saw earlier, but this one's got pink goop coming out of the top. Let's go have a look. Kurt says, I never understood Astro Boy's hair. And Bill says, I used to love Astro Boy as a young kid. Yeah, in the 80s. I remember getting up early in the morning and seeing it. That and Hercules was some old Hercules cartoon where he had like a ring. And then Pan with his flute, the little centaur. Oh, these are all knocked down. Hey, Tam. Good to see you, Tam. You made it to the live. It was great seeing you on the weekend too, Tam. I'm still editing the video that I shot at Tam and her partner's restaurant. But look at that. I wonder what the pink goop is. And there's a bone spoon. It's a good use of when you have bones lying around. Turn them into utensils. This would be very Ed Gein inspired. This is St. Bridget's Catholic Church. How do I know this? Because I know everything. But no, there's actually a sign right there, so I read it. So we're just going for a stroll through some of these neighborhoods to see what kind of decorations people have up. We'll be doing that tomorrow on my birthday walk in the afternoon. And there's a hollowed out tree stump down here. And Mel says they're making bubblegum soup. And Janice says Jays might need to find their magic. I should do some sort of thing where if the Jays win, I'll do this on the walk, and if they lose, I'll do that on the walk. But unfortunately, my brain is not in super creative mode of coming up with these ideas. Just waiting for these cars to pass by. Hey, Neville 6000. Good to see some houses here in Toronto do decorations like those houses in the Bay Ridge sections of Brooklyn and New York City. Has someone done a walk around there? I actually wouldn't mind seeing that. Maybe when I get back home later, I'll try to find one on YouTube. It'd be cool to see some decorations of other houses in different cities. Man, my work email is like popping off. Should have turned on Do Not Disturb. I like the effort. I do get what Chatty Cathy was saying yesterday about, or last year about the inflatable decorations, though she was more talking about the Christmas ones. But I like this. This is cool. Kind of creepy how it's just sort of blowing in the wind. And then we have pumpkins over here. Wishing you a haunting night. Those birds are a little bit face planted in the soil there, along with the witch. It's really right under there. Oh, I was like, they're still decorating the house, but they're just putting up wire, orange wire over there. It's funny. This is really creepy. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the straw hair and the wind blowing it, but it's just, oof. And Neville says the guy who does the videos of the Halloween decorated houses in NYC is Dutch Maz. He's on YouTube. I'm gonna have to remember that. Dutch Maz. It's kind of annoying because some of the cars, when they're turning in these small residential neighborhoods, they don't put their blinkers on, so I don't know if they're turning my way or they're going straight or whatnot, so I just have to stand in the corner and wait for them to make their move. Although I guess they're supposed to wait for me, but eh. Oh, Bluey. Bluey is a spider. That's cute. There are some little hanging pumpkin ornaments on this house. Oh, I thought this was a ghost, a very gray ghost. It's just a chair on a bike. This looks nice. Hey, there's that scarecrow we saw earlier, or a variation of it. Hey, Marg. This is good to see you on Saturday. Yeah, happy belated birthday, Marg. It was good to see you too. My dad used to go all out for Halloween. He would actually he'd do it like about 2 weeks in advance. He'd rake up all the leaves and he would hand paint headstones and then put the leaves to kind of look like they were part of a burial mound. And one of them he'd leave like fake gloves or hands on. Like he'd really make it look like there was someone under there. But then what he would do on actual Halloween is he would try to bury himself in it and then just scare the kids. Because my dad was one of those people that always wanted to scare kids on Halloween. I think that's where I got my pranking backbone from. I don't know what you call it. My pranking stride, prankster stride. I don't really do it too much, but I'll do the small things like those AI photos I was doing earlier this year, making people look funny and whatnot. But my dad was more of the scare the living crap out of you pranks. But yeah, he'd make it look like, or I think one year he filled like his pants and an old shirt of his with straw, and then he would put that on the porch like 2 weeks early, just so kids would know, like, oh yeah, there's something there. And then when they would come Halloween, they'd be like, oh, it's just a stuffed thing. But then he would actually be there to scare the crap out of the kids. Oh, Mark, happy early birthday, Eddie, $20. Oh, Mark, that's so sweet of you. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much, Mark, for the early birthday wish. Really appreciate it. I'm gonna do a live stream tomorrow, so hopefully you get a chance to come in and say hi. But it was really nice seeing you on the weekend, Mark, and we had such a lovely time, and the food was good, and cheering the Jays on, and yeah, it was so nice to see you, and thank you so much for the $20, Mark. Cheers. Mark, you're such a nice person. Sip and I adore you. We both really like you a lot. Alexa says he inspired the kids to fill their own pants in solidarity. Yeah, it's interesting. I think Halloween was always his. I guess it kind of rubbed off on me because of my love of horror movies. And this season, I'm sure I'd love this season even if my birthday wasn't a part of it, but I'd love it just as much. Sometimes I even forget it's my birthday month. But Christmas, not as like, we didn't really go too all out for that, like put up the usual lights and whatnot. I think my mom was more the Christmas lady and he was the Halloween dad. But he would really like start his planning for Halloween in the summer, and we'll be doing things like constructing those headstones and stuff like that. That's actually really pretty. A sort of mother of pearl looking ghost. Spooky. Mark says, thanks, Eddie. Too bad they lost. Yeah, it sucks they lost that night and last night. But hey, they could win. Go Jays, go tonight. And Mark says, Eddie, how are you celebrating? So I took this afternoon and tomorrow afternoon off, and I'm figured I'd do a live stream today and a live stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's will probably go a bit longer. I'm probably not going to be out too much longer on this one, but in fact, we'll start heading this way. But tomorrow, I think my plan is I just wanted to like hang out with everyone here, and I wasn't going to. I was going to just like play video games on my birthday, stay home and do that, and maybe do some drawings. But no, I figured why the heck not? Like hang out with you guys. I haven't done too much live streaming lately. Figured I kind of push myself back into it because I really enjoyed doing live streams last fall, winter, and spring. And nice to see people in the chat and whatnot, and make my way downtown, and then I'm meeting up for dinner after. Sip and I will be going for food. And then I told my friends if they want to come say hi or whatnot, that we're going to a bar after tomorrow evening. So hopefully I'll see some of my friends and have a drink or two. And if I was smart, I should have taken Thursday morning off, but no, I'm gonna work then. And me, Nouvelle says, what made you decide to give up streaming? I don't think I gave it up. I think I want to do more of it again. And I actually have to say a big shout out and thanks to Maddie, my friend, who's been picking up a lot of slack and doing a lot of live streams almost daily. And I think that's been really encouraging for me to sort of get back into it. I sort of backburnered it because there was just so much going on in my life. Like my mom getting really sick and was like in the ICU and almost died. She's thankfully much, much better now, doing pretty good. Just some other things that happened over the summer and fall. Like my life has just been in kind of like a complete change. So it was hard to just sort of like stick these in there. But I feel like the dust is sort of settling these days. So I want to get back into it. And I think, and then the double thing is like seeing Maddie's streams and even watching like everyone else, like Tara, Sapans, like others going out there. Like it was tricky this summer, right? Like it was like there's a lot of things happening in the Walktober community that just sort of made me be like, ugh, like I'm not getting the enjoyment out of it that I used to get. So it just took a step back and but I'm really happy because Henry, Toronto Tech and Transit, is supposedly going to be starting live streaming again, walks in November, and I'm so looking forward to that, like having him back in my living room again, right? You know, like that really, like I have to say, you know, even before I started live streaming the walks, I was going through like some really like depressing stuff, and just being able to put Henry on because he was like almost daily, like even while I was working and whatnot, like at night in the early mornings when just being able to put him on, like even though I wasn't really active in the chats at the beginning, like it helped me get through rough times because it felt like you have a friend nearby, even though you didn't know I existed at that time. But just having that on in the background while I was doing work or just like doing other things was just really, really nice. Like it really made me feel a lot less lonely and whatnot. Neil says, sounds pretty intense. Glad to hear she's doing better. Yeah, she's doing a lot better. She's not 100%, but we'll keep our fingers crossed and hope that she'll get 100%. And Jenna says, family members mean most. Yeah, of course. And Timmy says, Halifax is so hilly. I feel like it might be hard to walk. I have a friend I've been to Halifax before. My God, we have a friend, or one of my, the person who lives nearby me has a friend from the UK visiting, and they're going to Halifax. They might be there right now. And we watched a video of these other YouTubers that do travel videos from the UK, JJ Extra. Really good channel. You guys should check them out. And they were at Halifax, and she was like, oh, I didn't realize it was so hilly. I'm like, yeah, it's built on a hill, basically. I'm trying to see what that is up there. It's peeking in the tree. It's like a giant tower. I guess it's from the hospital. It's where they burn all the body parts they sever. Let's see. Kurt says, has Henry not been streaming because you kidnapped him in your living room? Oh, imagine. That'd be awful. Henry, I know you're usually on my TV, but now you're in front of my TV. So perform. I'm gonna wait and see which way this car is going because they don't have a blinker on, so I'm assuming straight. Nope, they're turning and did not use a blinker. See? And Novelle says, I watched all those videos. Oh yeah, you mean the JJ Extra ones, right? They really like when they first came to Canada, like they came in September and they uploaded a video, they weren't as popular, and then they just been doing Canada videos. I think it sounded like they were only here for 2 weeks, but somehow managed to pump out like a bunch of videos, and like their sub count has like almost doubled. I think they're almost at like 30K or something now. I haven't checked, but their videos are getting so many views. And Timmy says, I saw you at the Dingle Tower when you were here. Yeah, that's the one with the two lions in front of it. I think I sat on one of them. That was like Upinson Park. I had a friend, a Halifax local, take me there. This is creepy. I do love these though. Oh, you live right by there. That's a really beautiful area, especially if you're close enough that you can just walk through that park. And Neil says, I feel like Toronto needs its own biodome. Imagine that's what the spa they're building in Ontario Place ends up turning into. Oh, interesting license plate. Date 644. All right, Jennifer, thanks for hopping in. It's good to see you as always. And I hope your work goes well, and hope the workday goes by swiftly. And Noel says they put up signs saying not to climb on the lions. Oh, did they do that recently? I feel like I didn't see any. Oh, there's a big bone dog there. Oh my God. That's so funny. Not anatomically correct because all these bone dogs have ears, and I don't think they have any bones in their ears, but I want to pet it even though it's supposed to be spooky. I wonder if its eyes light up because it looks like there's like holes or something in it. This is so funny. It's like a big golden retriever, but it's the size of a horse. That's the first one I've ever seen of like a giant dog skeleton like that. Oh, and there's a giant spider over there. Well, let's look at these ones first. Oh my God, Nightbot got some. Sorry, City Emerald. I don't know why it does that. Bone Dog was Eddie's nickname in high school. And this one, the mummy's lifting its head off. That's kind of creepy. Although it's missing its rib cage. Unless it's like very, very thin skeleton. Terrible people that have pets and not bother feeding them. Oh, that's a good one. What is that? What is that? Oh, it looks like, oh God, I don't like that at all. That creepy head. It's because it's got a wig on. Ugh. It reminds me of those heads, if you've ever gone to Alcatraz, the two people that escaped, they made these paper mache heads and they kept them for display. It's just creepy. Mark says, Eddie, what are you doing for Halloween? I'll be posting about that soon on a community post, maybe when I get back. This is really lovely. But be live streaming. I think I'm starting around 7 or 8 on Friday. And we're starting at a friend's house who is a Hollywood prop maker. And he's going to be giving us a live tour of what he's done for his house for Halloween. It's an 80s horror themed Halloween. Like last year he did Beetlejuice was his theme. This year's 80s horror, so I'm excited to see it. And then we will be going to the village after and checking out everybody's costumes, including our own costumes, which we're keeping a little bit of a secret. Although I hope the secret isn't hyping it up, because they're very, very cute costumes, and I'm so looking forward to doing it. But it's mostly a good idea because they'll keep us very warm. Hey, Vasily, I caught a very brief moment of your stream on that channel yesterday when you were showing the game, and then it got cut off. But thank you for trying. I was happy to be able to see the 1 minute of it. There's a lot of traffic on Coxwell here. I think we'll go up and then cross over. Oh, this almost looks like Luna from Sailor Moon. It had like a moon on its head, crescent moon. Villa says I recorded a video through the Humber Arboretum premiering today. Oh, that sounds really cool. I'll have to check that out. Oh, maybe I can cross now. Yeah, there's no cars coming, so I don't have to go up to Salmon Avenue. This would be really cool to like do like a little Halloween display, just because the different kind of layers they have, the landscaping layers on this property. Even this could be really spooky, but I guess these people don't really do Halloween. And Velcos says, maybe you can do a tuxedo mask if you're a Sailor Moon fan. That'd be a good one. And Karen says, my dad just passed away. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Karen. Oh, my condolences. That's really sad. My condolences to you and your family. I hope you guys are doing all right. Oh. And Vasily says, I got an invite to a pretty cool media premiere. Oh, Vasily, we should do the one-of-a-kind media passes. I forget that happens in November. Hey, Zach Thong. It's good to see you, Zach. Oh, see, these are nice. These are fun. They actually wrote on these ones. So let's have a read for them. Decomposing. Oh, like decomposing, but decomposing. That one. This one says, R.I.P. Is he dead? Oh, like a question, is he dead? You'll be next. Normally living. So normally living, but normally living. Bury alive. SOD. I don't know what SOD means. Ira created. I'm a Dayan. It's a creepy little, those creepy little baby ones on there. I think we saw one earlier on the stream and I was like, I don't really like that one. And there's a googly eye witch. Oh, now Halloween wreath on that route. And Vasily says, can you get one for me? I will go with you to one of a kind. Yeah, I'll see. I think I'll try to request 3 because I'll get one for Sip. But if not, we can go one day. Because the Christmas one, I think they go for 2 weeks. So I can go with Sip one day and then you could use his and come with me another day. We'll just pretend that you're Greek. Although they don't really like check them actually. So like they don't ask for ID. I think they ask for ID when you do a pickup, but I don't think they ask for ID when you're going in. They're pretty relaxed about it. I heard that the people who run the One of a Kind show are generally pretty cool. Because I have that one friend that goes to them, my friend Jean-Philippe, and he's had nothing but good things to say about the people who create and organize that show. Go look at this one a little bit closer. There's some cute ghosts here on the tree. And then we have some hanging ones. Some creepy spider web. Oh shit, thanks Vasily, I didn't even see that. Oh wow, Modeno, my gosh, 5 memberships, Modeno. Holy crap, thank you so much, Modeno, cheers. It sucks that Prism doesn't show you when people do that, but very, very much appreciated, Modeno. You're the best. I'm looking forward to when we can finally meet, hopefully sometime soon. Hopefully maybe you'll come down to the Santa Claus parade this year, but thank you so much, Modano, for all your support and just everything you've done for this community and how you've helped us out through some rough times and whatnot and kind of kept us all together. We all can't thank you enough for that, but thank you so, so much, Modano. Cheers. I need to do some more member content. I actually did do a video and I never uploaded it. And it was supposed to be a little bit behind the scenes of what I was working on before I did that Toronto video, the Toronto Mysteries video. But I'm working on a second Toronto Mysteries video on a really peculiar case called the Etobicoke poltergeist, which my mom knew a lot of information about because I was asking her about it. Okay, we're gonna look at these tombstones because they look pretty cool. They don't look like the generic Dollarama ones. These actually look legit. Oh, and there's a couple up there. I don't want to film their house because they're actually inside, so I'm going to stand here to block these people because their windows are open and they're walking around inside. I don't want to invade people's privacy while I'm looking at their Halloween decoration. Ooh, Peppa Pig. And a hopscotch. It's a little skeleton baby T-Rex, although it looks like a Digimon. Greymon? Greymon? Yeah, somebody also is in that house and seeing me film there. It's a little bit tricky because I don't want to like film the inside of people's houses. I just want to look at their Halloween decorations. And Karen says, October 19th Sunday was the last time I saw him. Oh, that's too bad, Karen. I'm really sorry to hear that about your dad. It's really rough losing a parent. I'm still on the lookout for more Halloween decorations. Hopefully we can find a couple more before we close out the stream today. But hopefully you all get to tune in tomorrow and we'll go look for some more and have some apple cake. This is cute, but I wonder what the geodesic dome thing there is. I'm gonna cross and try to go look a little bit at this house here. So I kind of like the detail of this skeleton here because, hey, Greg, happy early birthday. Thank you so much, Greg. Really appreciate it. But look at this, the detail of like the sword through the chest and the ravens, just or crows, just sort of like picking at the skeleton, the remains. So when I was younger, I used to have nightmares of I don't know why, it's just so random for like a 9-year-old or 10-year-old to have these kind of nightmares, but nightmares that they would always find dead bodies buried for decades in my backyard or the front yard of my house that I grew up in. And then lo and behold, kind of near my old neighborhood out in Riverdale, they have, it's been an ongoing thing, I think over near Riverdale Park, there's a house where they found the city was doing work on the road or the sidewalk, and they found a burial ground there, an indigenous one. Oh, and thank you so much, Modena. Also says happy early birthday to you. And thank you so much, Modena, for such kind generosity and just being amazing. Oh, wow. you don't really see too often that all these, to cover the camera lens, I mean, the sun's going in, but all these vines growing on the telephone pole. I almost didn't notice. I was like, oh, this is very beautifully landscaped house, but they actually have they have a decorated for Halloween. Oh, someone in a Jays jersey up there. Hey, thank you, Mike Landry. Happy early birthday. Were you having the dreams because you sensed the presence of those burial grounds? I was too far away from that because like I grew up more closer towards Leslie Street, and that was at Broadview that happened. And today everyone says, I learned from Alex, forget to walk, that both of Eddie and Alex went to PSU. I went to Portland State University. No, we didn't go to PSU. We went to high school, Riverdale. I guess those acronyms were RCI. Close though. We did happen to go to, I think we went to junior high together too. We didn't really know each other in junior high. I think it was until grade 9 in high school that we hung out and got to know each other. And that's a whole wild story. Maybe I'll do a video on that someday. Get a interview with Alex, Forget to Walk, and both of us, and just maybe do a Zoom interview and just talk about like the wildness of doing YouTube and then being like, oh shit, we know each other. It's been like 25 years, but hey, how's it going? Especially mind-blowing considering how niche walk tubing is. Oh, they have a ghost dog up there. Unless that's just a permanent thing. But yeah, I'll give you credit for that, Sid Emerald, because like that idea just popped into my head when you made that comment, and people are always like asking about it or mentioning it. And I think Alex was saying he was telling Johnny when he met Johnny this summer, and Johnny's mind was like a bit blown. And I think I can even use the snippet from the stream where we figured it out, because it was on a live stream. It was on a live stream that I was talking about going to Riverdale, and he was like, oh, I went there too. And then I think he was talking about a gym teacher, and I was like, yeah, that sounds familiar. And then I think he mentioned how he was the ping pong champ, and then we were just sort of like connecting the dots and like, oh my God, we know each other. A dog walking its dog. Maybe I'll get a puppy for Coda, and then Coda can walk the dog too. And then I don't have to take her on walks anymore. It's another nice one. There's a bat up there. I think it's down Linsmore. There's a, oh, maybe it was a street back, but we'll head down here and probably end the stream when we get to Greenwood Station. But this has been really fun. I'm really glad that I got to hang out with you guys today, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Oh God, people gotta stop putting wigs on things. I don't know why wigs creep me out. I think just like random hair in general in clumps. You know, it was weird watching, was it The Grudge? I think it was The Grudge or The Ring. I can't remember, one of the first ones. And the black hair like coming out of the drain and stuff like that. I realized that like this is such an unsettling thing that I can't figure out why, like something from my childhood. It's like a primal fear. And Nevin says, love Toronto residential streets during fall. Yeah, hopefully we'll get some nice shots tomorrow, and we'll have some more time to hang out. Oh, there's those 2 feet again over there. But yeah, I think I love just walking down the quieter streets. Maybe I'll try to do more of those like evening walks through the quiet streets, live streams. I think I did a few of them last year, like around the Christmas season. Maybe I'll do them a bit more. Oh, I got a. Neil says, Ken and I had our minds blown last year when we learned we knew Toronto Brad for like 20 years, but under an anonymous username, so I didn't make the connection. Oh, that's pretty cool. How did you guys know him? Like, what was it, like an online forum from 20 years ago? Look at this. This is creepy. Vasily says, I just applied to One of a Kind show this winter and next spring. I think they give it to everyone, so I don't think it's too bad. They're really good, unlike other places which require you to have like an extraordinary amount of subscribers. I think the CNE requires you to have like, what is it, like something like 20K or 30K or 50K? I remember it just being really high. I think it was 50K. But the problem is that they're going off of like what your subscriber count would be on TikTok, where it's a lot easier to get people to subscribe to your content, where on YouTube it's a lot trickier. Milka says it was an online forum that we've been on for ages. Oh, that's cool. I'm curious what kind of online forum. I used to be a member of this forum called like At Forums with a Z at the end, and I even drew their raccoon mascot. But man, that was like 25, maybe more years ago. I remember definitely was a member of that forum before 9/11, because I remember all the posts we were making on 9/11 as it was happening. And what's funny is it was a lot of people that were fans of Tori Amos, but I didn't even know who Tori Amos was. I think I just liked the off-topic conversations they had in that forum. So they says CNA requires 20K but doesn't differentiate between platforms, because getting 5K on YouTube is like 1 million on TikTok. Yeah, exactly. But this is cool, this giant skeleton coming out of the ground. This was the house that I wanted to show you guys. So yeah, I'm glad it was Linsmore. I thought I missed it. I thought it was the previous block. But yeah, it kind of sucks when they don't realize the requirements that, you know, when we do something like Santa Claus Parade and we easily get over like 1,000 concurrent people watching, but unfortunately not a lot, not a, like, because I was telling Maddie that even though if you do one of these things like New Year's Eve or Santa Claus Parade, that doesn't necessarily translate to subscribers, because it's just people looking for a one-off thing to watch. So your best way to get longevity on subscribers is to just do regular live streams. Even then, I've had like when my little Labubu video went and got a bunch of views by itself, and I got like a solid chunk of subscribers off it. None of them, as far as I know, come in the live streams, so I think it's a different audience. Oh, these are creepy. That's really gross. I still think the scariest thing of these three, though, is that floating doll head. You know, in Mexico, there's like an island of the dolls, supposedly a very haunted island with just all these dolls around. And that's also very creepy. It's like a drag queen makeup gone wrong. Neville says, maybe you can open up a TikTok account just so you can open doors at events. I thought about it, but I'd have to do vertical streaming. And then I think Prism does let you do multiple platforms. I don't know if it includes TikTok. I know you can do it on Twitch. But opening up a TikTok and getting subscribers also requires work. And the video format is different, right? Because it's vertical. This one's nice too. Janelle says, I wonder if any of those dolls are refugees from the now defunct dollhouse. And Navin's asking what area I'm in. I'm right around the corner from Greenwood Station, actually, which is probably where I'm going to stick a fork in this live stream and call it done. But I'll make a post to let everyone know about the live stream schedule for the rest of the week, for tomorrow and for Halloween Friday. But once again, I want to thank you all so much for hanging out with me on this impromptu afternoon walk. Oh, another cute library. This neighborhood does have a lot of these like cute little libraries. I'm going to see what's in there. The next Mrs. Parrish. The last Mrs. Parrish. Okay. So you can get the whole series. Hello Stranger, The Air Affair, The Royal We, The Love Elixir of Augusta Stern, Magic Strings of Frankie Pesto. And then, oh my God, there's more in the back. Oh yeah, City. I need to make more of those emojis. Maybe I'll do that tonight. Me on a bread, sip in his orange toque. I wonder if he still has that toque. And maybe with my backwards hat. But yeah, I think we're gonna end it here because there's Greenwood Station, and fascinating enough, I don't think this is gonna be ready by the end of the year, which is supposed to be, all subway stations are supposed to be, as promised, accessible with elevators and wheelchair friendly entrances and whatnot, but for whatever reason, this even says Q1 2026 is when it's expected, but I don't even believe that. But yeah, this is funny. So yeah, thank you. Thanks everyone for joining me. This was really fun. I really enjoyed myself, and I'm glad that I got out there. It's a great walk for my own mental health. And Janice says, oh, I'm not a member anywhere. Oh, well, sorry, Janice. Maybe, hopefully someday you'll get the lottery. I can't seem to be able to give them out randomly for some reason. I think it's because it's a channel setting I made. I can't remember, but I did look into this. But anyways, once again, everyone, thank you all so much. And hopefully I'll get to see you all tomorrow. And yeah, I am out of here. So take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. And more importantly, go Jays, go.